Afternoon everyone, here we are at St James's Park, Saturday afternoon, George Dobbins Cup first round, and kicking off, defending the cup that they brilliantly won last year. Very kindly joined by Richie Latimer as always. Been looking forward to a chat since the season started, but for various reasons we haven't been able to. So we'll talk about the season in a little while, but I'd like to talk about today's game first. As everyone knows, I wasn't here, but I was speaking to some of the supporters as they were coming out and I was coming in, and their consensus was well-deserved win, but a dodgy first half.
Yeah, we started slow, to be honest with you. Again, caught with a bit of a counter-attack, not defending well enough, too high up the pitch. Didn't put my foot in at the halfway line, so that was disappointing. I mean, before that we had a lot of the ball, but didn't really do too much with the ball. We've made a lot of changes, to be fair, as well. A lot of lads getting minutes in their legs.
Good.
But yeah, so first half, I don't think we moved the ball quick enough. You know, we're taking too many touches. You know, too many efforts from 20, 30 yards out, which isn't the way we like to play. You know, we like to get the ball down, try and get in good areas of the pitch, especially in and around the 18-yard box, and try and work goals that way. So yeah, from a first half, or the first sort of 25 minutes, it was disappointing performance. You know, I mean, obviously we went in at half time 2-1 up. A couple of great finishes, to be fair. But yeah, so we dug ourselves out a little bit, and we had some choice words at half time. You know, again, we talk about it all the time. You know, the standards and where we need to be, and it's always difficult to play against teams that are in the lower leagues. You know, I think they came and they've done a job. They worked hard off the ball, but they're always banana skins. And as you fellas well know, over the last couple of seasons, you know, these have been probably our harder games.
Yeah,
you know,
100% agree.
So it's again, after the game, I'm saying, needs to be a learning curve for again, that we need to turn up. You know, our standards need to be set nice and high. Don't change from the league to the cup to any game. You know, but we run out 5-1 winners at the end.
I could have no complaints.
But more than comfortable. That was the main aim. We certainly played a lot better second half. We shifted the ball a lot quicker. You know, we worked hard. I mean, Louis' goal sort of summed it up. You know, and he's chased the goalkeeper down, and you know, he's kicked it off him and it's gone in. So we upped our work rate second half. Looked after the ball a lot better. You know, and I think we well deserved the win, to be honest.
Oh well, like you say, it's just great to be through in the next round. Yeah. Let's talk the season in general. Disappointing first day, losing the tournament upon Cleveland, but since then, from what I've seen, certainly on Wednesday night, I thought you were exceptional. Tell us how you see the season yourself. I mean, I can't believe that's 5 games in. It feels like we're only in a week.
I mean, we talked about it just before the season started. The games come thick and fast, and they do. You know, so yeah. First game of the season, I think, was a little bit of a lag off pre-season. You know, I always find the first month of the season very difficult. You know, I ain't used to making that many changes during pre-season and things like that. So the first game was disappointing for a number of reasons. Really, I don't think we had all the possession, didn't really threaten too much, to be honest with you. But especially when I think it was 6 minutes to go, we're 2-1 up. You know, to get beaten 3-2 at home. You know, against basically a new Ponteland side, which was thrown together sort of last couple of weeks beforehand. It was disappointing, but certainly you do need that kick-up. Hopefully that was it. And since then, you know, we've done well, especially against Independent. We played very well against Independent. You know, Seaton Delville played well. Westmore was a hard place to go. You know, the pitch wasn't particularly brilliant. Want to dig in. I mean, they worked hard to bring it down. You know, we'll come away with 3 points, and that's the full stop at the end of the day. It's about winning games. It's about, you know, continuing that run. So 4 out of 5. You know, I'm not going to moan too much.
No, nobody is. Yeah. No, everybody's happy.
But again, as I spoke to the lads in there, I still think we've got 2 or 3 gears to go. And hopefully, as we play more, and obviously the training sessions come a little bit more, we can improve again and keep growing during the season. So we've got a tough week again next week.
But you've had players away. You've had players out. I'm gonna throw a curveball at you here. Do you know your best 11?
I don't think we have got a best 11.
Good answer.
I think there's different games that dictate different shapes, you know, different players, style of play we play. But I mean, I think I've mentioned before, we've got 32 players on board at the minute, and like I say in there, it's very difficult to keep everyone happy. But at the same time, if we want to be successful, we want to win things, we need to stick together best we can, and lads like today, I thought it was a good opportunity to get some lads who haven't had too many minutes in. Next week I think it's a Leeds festival, which when you're a part-time non-league club, these sort of things happen. I think we've got about 6 away, so it was good to get minutes into people today. But all 32 players
all important,
all as important as each other, because to win leagues, which is the aim, is to get out of this league and be successful during the season. You need bodies there, and
100%.
But when it goes back to your original question, there's not too much between some of the players, and I think that's what makes a good squad, when you can take one out and put one in, and there's not that much difference between the players.
When we interviewed before the season, and you said really your biggest job was keeping your squad together, which you've done, and it's now you are going to need them.
Yeah, of course we are. And again, we've got players starting to come back from injury now as well. Kieran has come back in,
that's good.
And he's done very, very well since he came back in. Jimmy Hanson's now starting to get back involved with warm-ups, things like that. It was nice to see some of Mark, Jack, Ryan, and Lloyd, who have all been out at the start of the season with groin injuries, get good minutes in them today as well. So yeah, that was my job. Like I said to you, pre-season was keeping everyone together. We've done that. The lads seem to be enjoying it still, and we just hopefully keep going from strength to strength to each game that comes up.
We really appreciate the work you're doing on the pitch. Let's talk about off the pitch, where the club seems to be in a healthy state. We've got more and more sponsorship coming in.
Yeah.
I'd just like to say thank you to Vince Fife for sponsoring today's game, for all your joinery
really
needs.
Appreciate it.
And Claire from the Plough, who sponsored Wednesday night.
Yes, definitely.
So most of the games I think are sponsored, and you've got fantasy prints on your anecdote top.
Yes, a new sponsor there who's coming and sponsor the management team. So again, a couple of lads came up today, to represent them. So it's good to see. Any football club needs, whether it be volunteers, whether it be sponsors, it's just as important, if not more important, than what's actually on the pitch. And as a manager, I manage at the on-field sort of stuff. But everything that goes in, whether it be people raising the sponsorship, people sponsoring, people involved as volunteers at the club, obviously Ian doing the pitch, which again you'll probably spin around and have a look at it. It's everyone who comes up.
Well, he's in the huff with us because he wants to be out on his track. He's taking a break. Look, the second the game finishes.
Well, it's everything. Obviously, Tommy puts in all the work. You lads put the work in. I try to mention it in every interview I do, because without you lads, without the time, because people just think it's a match day.
No.
It's certainly not. It's my job's the same. You're pretty much talking about 7 days a week.
Yeah,
You're talking.
100%. Your phone never stops.
It's a job, so it's nice when it all comes together and we're getting 3 points together, and hopefully being successful together. That's the aim, and that's where I want to get to.
Well, things are looking great on and off the pitch. I was just speaking to a few of the supporters, and some of them are saying they were disappointed with the attendance today. I just want to try and put a point on this. A reason the gate was down today is because half of Annick are going to watch Cyrus Patterson fight down in Birmingham, so that's had a huge hit on the gate today. So good luck to Siren for tonight, and I hope all the Annick lads have a great time.
So do I.
Down there. And good luck to the ladies tomorrow, 3:30 up here at St James's Park.
First game of the season, isn't it?
So Richie, just as always, thank you very much for your time. We really enjoy it. We'll get this put up and let all the supporters watch it.
Brilliant. Thank you very much.
Have a great weekend, Richie. Thank you as always.
Thanks for all the supporters coming again today. Really appreciate it. Cheers, lads. Thank you very much.